What's up, guys? Welcome to some TPC content. I know it's been a while, but I'm back. I'm trying to stay more consistent with the YouTube channel. Hopefully I can add it to my schedule. My schedule will be allow me to actually come back to some future videos. But y'all do see the hat, and yes, the title is true. I have now become a Golden State Warriors fan. I know. I jumped in the bandwagon. I've gone over to the dark side. I know a lot of y'all gonna be upset with me, but I'm tired, man. I need a championship, man. I need a ring. I just don't feel like the Houston Rockets can do that for me, man. I mean, we're doing well, but it's just not good enough, man. Nah, man, I'm fucking with you, man. I'm fucking with you. Y'all think me, the biggest James Harden fan in the world, go to Golden State Warriors? Man, I thought y'all knew me, man. I thought y'all knew I was fucking with you, man. Y'all knew I was fucking with you, man. I respect the bid. Can you see I'm trying to get myself a little mini Harden up in this bitch, man? Huh? Come on, man. I just got this hat on because I think it's dope. I went over to, if y'all follow me on Instagram, and y'all know I posted a couple of days ago that I went over to the Cap store here in Copenhagen, and they had a 3-for-2 deal. So you know your boy, you know what I'm saying? I had to go there, I had to cut myself some snapbacks. And you know, my girl, she liked this hat. She said she recommended it, so I got it. And then I got two other hats. I'm gonna show you. For y'all that don't follow me on Instagram, we got them over here. So got Toronto Raptors hat. Now I'm not a Toronto Raptors fan. I just like the color. The color is dope. I don't really have a lot of those, and I got this one here as well, cause you know. This one my girl really like, and I put it on and it actually looks dope. I actually like it. It's like a baseball cap. But anyway, we're gonna get into this video. Rockets lost against the Spurs. I'm not pretty mad because we already got one home. We got one away win, so I'm not mad at that. I knew Spurs would bounce back. Come on, it's the Spurs, you know. Papa's not gonna let them get blown out, and then they're gonna come out and not fuck us up. So I'm not even surprised. So yeah, we're just gonna see what Inside the NBA have to say about it, because I'm not even gonna watch the highlights because I'm gonna get pissed. So we're gonna watch this, then we're gonna watch the James Harden interview. So without any further ado, let's get it on.
Pop, any word on the mechanism of Tony Parker's injury and the severity of it?
It's not good.
Do you know exactly what happened to him on that play?
Wow, that's Pop for you. So blood.
So the voice of Greg Popovich as he reacts to what he saw with Tony Parker being carried off the floor in this game. So San Antonio ties the series, but as he says, doesn't look good for Tony Parker. And we wait to see what happens with the MRI with the left leg injury. It's Inside the NBA. It's presented by Kia.
I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference for San Antonio Spurs, to be honest. I mean, I'm not complaining, you know. It's better for us because Tony Parker's a little bitch. But he's good at what he does. But I don't think it's going to affect San Antonio that much, man. They got Patty Mills. Patty Mills, I mean, it's not the best. They got Patty Mills. And I think they got Anderson.
Hammered at home in game one of the series, 126 to 99.
I think he's like their third point guard or something like that.
Popovich is a master of adjustments. What did he do? Started two bigs instead of one, and the guys came out, played very inspiring basketball. I've never seen the Spurs have two bad games in a row, even way back to our days, Fish. So we knew they were going to come out and play better at home.
Ryan
Exactly.
Anderson,
I knew they were going to come back and fuck us up. Like I said, Pop, he's not going to let them have two bad games in a row. So
Eric Gordon,
I checked the stats, and James Harden
a 2-point game, and
had a terrible game.
48, and
he was shooting like what, 17%?
Yeah,
17%.
I mean, the MVP voting might have to reopen. Russell Westbrook gets my vote, but this guy impresses me every time I watch him play.
Second best player in the league.
Tony Parker drains the three for the 61-48 lead, but Ryan Anderson had the range from deep. Keeping Houston hanging around. Tony Parker.
You look at this ball movement by the Spurs.
Oh, see what I mean?
You know,
Tony Parker's great, man.
Or better in each quarter of the game. Great ball movement. Everybody touch it. High percentage shots.
Anderson with a flick before the half, and
who was it? Okay, so
at the break it was 65-55. We moved to the third quarter. Parker again getting into the
damn. Yo, Parker had a
And
good
gets
game.
it
I
to
think he had
go.
18 points
71-57.
before he got injured.
Spurs did a great job off of missed shots.
Ryan
pushing the
Anderson's
ball,
been
trying to get easy
5
shots
points in the
rather
third
than trying to
quarter.
call
Okay,
plays on
okay.
Parker
Excellent
wide
not
ball
mad.
movement. Look at that.
Above the break three from Tony Parker, which you don't see often.
I'm not mad.
Oh,
Nene from Harden.
I'm not mad. We kept the.
Houston wouldn't go away.
We kept,
82
that's what I'm saying.
78
I've been
at
saying
this
this
point.
to people that
Closing minutes of the third
in the regular
quarter,
season,
Leonard again.
we didn't lose a game against the Spurs more than 6 points.
Great minutes by
More than
Jonathan
6 points.
Simmons
So
off of that
I'm not
play.
mad. Like
Jonathan
I think
Simmons
we have a
alive.
good chance in
Watching
this
this guy
series.
playing summer
It's not gonna be
league,
easy by any
couple years
means.
ago, impressed
By any
his
means,
ability
we're gonna
to
have to be
perform.
consistent, and we're
You know,
currently
I
not
think he's gonna
consistent.
be key, obviously, now
Enough.
seeing Tony Parker go
You know?
down, and Simmons may get, really vital minutes in this next few games.
Yeah, and you see this happen and really not
He didn't bend his
contact
knee,
on
his
that
right
left
knee.
leg when it happened.
I knew he was hurt when he stayed there. He's definitely championship battle tested. I've laid him on his back a few times, and he always got up. When I see him not get up from this, I knew it was something serious.
Again,
Yeah, Tony
described
Parker
as a
is not really the one
left
to stay
injury.
down.
That's as specific as the Spurs
Ooh,
got with the MRI coming up tomorrow. Patty Mills right
Yeah,
there.
he fucked you.
Put him in the Aussie spin cycle.
Patrick
Fourth quarter,
Beverly.
all San Antonio.
Yo,
They
we just said,
outscored Houston
see Patrick get
33
fucked up like that.
13 in the fourth. Kawhi
Yeah,
again
Kawhi,
went to a
he was shooting for like
34-point night,
75% in this
34
game.
points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists. And the San Antonio Spurs tie the series
Big Kawhi's a beast. He's
with a
just
121
fundamental basketball.
96 victory.
I have an announcement, Ernie.
Yes.
Kawhi Leonard's my favorite player now.
Kawhi Leonard's your favorite player now.
No disrespect to the other guys. I'm friends with a lot of guys, but this guy does it on both ends of the floor every night.
Playoff
This
career
guy's
low
guarding
points
James
as
Harden,
a starter.
who's unguardable,
Damn.
and he gives you 34, 13 to 16, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, and he never makes a face, he never complains. Shaq loves Kawhi Leonard. He's my favorite player.
Big win. Yeah,
Well,
big
y'all
win
heard
for
it here
San Antonio.
first.
Let's hear
Shaq
from,
is
Mike
officially
D'Antoni.
a Kawhi Leonard fan.
The offensive rebounds, whatever they put back. So instead of getting in a transition, maybe getting down to 0, you go up to 10 or 12, and they play very well. I mean, Kawhi was unbelievable, and we expected all that, but we had some opportunities that 50-50 balls they got, we didn't get, and we have to have a little bit more fight in us to beat these guys 2 times at home. It's just we just didn't do it tonight.
Mike, did James tweak something there in the first quarter? I
think he's hip, but he's fine. I think he's fine. You have to ask him about it. I don't think that.
Were you concerned with the way he played after that particular?
No.
Mike, James is used to having the best defender on the court, defend him at times, especially maybe in the fourth quarter, but Kawhi was on him from the start. Did it disrupt the offense, though, at all? Or he was able to set guys up. It just seemed like you guys didn't have the same flow you had in game 1.
Well, you got to give them credit. Again, we got a lot of stops in game 1. They missed some easy shots, and they didn't miss tonight. And they got offensive rebounds. They hurt us there. Again, most of it comes down. There's a loose ball. There's an offensive rebound. We had 58 points up on the board in the first half, so it's more. We didn't give ourselves an opportunity to get out and transition more, and that was they played harder. We didn't quite have the fight like the other night, and it's a series. It's 1-on-1, and we got to we'll gather ourselves a little bit in Houston. We know it's not easy. These guys are good, and super well coached, and they're going to have a reaction, and they did. Now it's our turn to react.
There you go. Minus.
Rockets were
Honest.
out-rebounded 47-32 in this game. Hit half
least
as
you
many
give San
threes
Antonio
in
the
game 2
props
as they did in
that
game 1.
they deserve.
11 in 34
They deserve a lot of
attempts.
props. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, we talked
San
about
Antonio
that
is
prior
not-
to the game. The Rockets shooting 50
not the Thunders.
three-point attempts in the first game. And if the Spurs wanted to impact them on that end, they'd have to cut into that attempted number, high 20s, low 30s, shot 34, only make 11. And that's what the Spurs will have to do in Houston as well. But like D'Antoni said, and I have the note here, the Rockets will have to create more turnovers on the Spurs in order to get additional three-point attempts and expect their defense to be more active on their home court in Houston.
Yeah, San Antonio only 8 turnovers on the night, 27 assists. The James Harden situation, how do you explain it tonight?
Well,
He was 3 for 17 from the
that's
floor.
you know what? He's a great
That's
player,
disgusting.
so I'm not
That's
going to go the
horrible.
bash route.
That's
I'm going to
horrible.
go the route of maybe it was just one of those nights. Game 1 we played good. We'll just come out and see game 2 because, I played fish a lot of years, and sometimes this is how we also play. Like we'd go Portland or Sacramento and get game 1, and then game 2 we just got cute because we knew we were going to the crib for game 3 and 4. So I'm gonna just blame it on one of those nights for James Harden. This is the 6th time all year that they've been held under 100 points. They are going home. They play much faster and much looser at home. So we'll probably see about 40 to 45 threes in this game 3.
Career low as a starter, by the way, for Harden in the playoffs with his 13 points. Did you follow up to that if you want? But I do want to ask you about San Antonio and Tony Parker.
For sure. I think also the Spurs defending James Harden without fouls.
Yep.
6 free throw attempts. And him, he normally sees that ball go through the basket 10, 11, 12 times in a game, which helps his overall shooting. So if the Spurs can take that on the road, keep the hands back, and keep him off the free throw line, you could see him have some low field goal percentage nights again later in the series.
And Mike D'Antoni downplaying any talk of any possible physical something wrong with Harden contributing to this. Now, if you're San Antonio, let's go. Again, we don't know, but we hear.
I mean, I saw the
Popovich
stats.
say
James Harden had a terrible game.
Look good.
Terrible game.
Going forward without Tony
I mean,
Parker. Paint that picture for me for San Antonio.
When it comes to playoffs, man,
Patty
James
Mills
Harden
has
is just one of those
been
people that
great
he
for
gets
this
on my
team
nerves.
for
You know what I mean?
a
Gets
few
on my
years
nerves. I'm gonna be
now,
honest
so
with you. He gets
I
on
don't
my
worry
nerves.
about him.
I mean,
I
he's
think
not really that
Jonathan
consistent
Simmons,
when it comes to playoff
Kyle
games,
Anderson
man.
becomes
I don't
an
know why.
additional guy that can handle the ball.
I don't know why.
But I
It's
think
like a
now
curse
the
for him.
rookie DeJounte Murray,
But I
may
was
get a few
surprised
minutes
in
as
the
well.
game 1
So
against
it's
San
point
Antonio.
guard
I'm
by
happy we
committee.
even got a fucking away
And,
game win. I ain't
people
even
have tried to
complain. You know what I mean?
dust
I can't even
Tony
complain.
Parker off and the Spurs off for a long time. This guy had 18 points and 4 assists tonight in a win. So they will miss him. But if there's any team that's capable of figuring out how to get it done without him, especially in a short sample, I think the Spurs can still figure it out.
Yeah, but it's that vibe he brings to this team too, Shaq.
Yes, Patty Mills is not a better point guard than Tony Parker, but he's a better shooter than Tony Parker. So, he usually comes off the bench and, gets a little flow. But if he's in the game for longer minutes, I think he can get a better flow. But again, the key is LaMarcus Aldridge. Today he played better with 15 points, but I need to see him up there in that 24, 25, 26, because Kawhi is not going to be able to, well, he can do it, but you don't want to put so much pressure on Kawhi. That's why they call it the 1-2 punch. So LaMarcus Aldridge, I still need him to get in the mid-20s.
Yeah, and Pau Gasol, let's not forget him, moved into the starting lineup tonight.
He played well.
13 rebounds, 4 block shots. Much needed win for San Antonio, and at the same time,
fix up, man.
the news they didn't want to hear, or the scene they did not want to see with Tony Parker going down, and we'll see what the MRI reveals on tomorrow. When we come back, Game 2 story from Cleveland. The Raptors and the Cavs, and more of that stuff from the guys in white.
Yeah, I already know what happened in that game, and well, there's a reason why I'm not wearing my Raptors snapback right now. So, yeah, they're gonna have to. God help the Raptors. But anyway, that's it. Y'all heard it here first. Houston, man, listen. Y'all. For y'all that don't know, I've been keeping up with the playoffs. I haven't missed one Houston Rockets game. I missed last night's game, and we lost. That's what I get. But yeah, I haven't missed. I've been watching pretty much all of the playoffs. I kept up with all of the playoffs, so I know what was with it. I just haven't been recording them because obviously I watched the game, so I can't do a reaction video or the highlights because I've watched the game. So I've been keeping up with the playoffs, and damn, we're gonna have one head of a playoffs. I said to everybody, I'm realistic when it comes to the playoffs, and I don't think we're going to come out of this series on top. Just being honest, realistically. However, according to the stats of the regular season, me saying that we haven't lost to the Spurs more than 6 points throughout the regular season, I still feel like we have a good chance, Only downside with us is that we're a shooting team, and if we don't keep consistent, we're not gonna come out of this series. We have to. Ryan Anderson is finally showing up in the stats. He's had a terrible first round against Thunder. The second round, he's playing better. He's shooting better. But I'm excited to see what we do. But anyway, this video is as long as it is. I'll see y'all in the next video. Follow me on Snapchat for y'all that don't. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and subscribe. Why? Cause I do this all the time. I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Peace out.